up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Auntie. I'm really glad to have you here. Please do also hit on the subscribe button before you leave, and also give this video a very big thumbs up at the end if you enjoyed it. I don't know why I'm rapping this morning. Anyways guys, I have quite a few minutes to spare this morning, so I figured why not film this video and then just edit when I get to where I'm going, because obviously I edit anywhere in the bus, anywhere. So we're going to be talking about everything that happened in the house yesterday, being Wednesday, the 12th of February 2020. Today's Thursday, but we're going to talk about yesterday and then just a little bit of what happened this morning, because while I was trying to have breakfast and all that, I was just watching TV to just get some gist before I step out of the house. Okay, so if you're watching this video, it means I'm out of the house. All right, does that make sense? Anyways, yesterday nothing really happened up until 4 o'clock. Auntie announced on social media that she was going to have a one-on-one session with all the love guests and everything.
Hello, this is Auntie and this is my love lounge. In a few short minutes I'll be meeting the love guests one-on-one. I'm going to spend at least half an hour with each one of them to find out where are they coming from, what are their expectations, are they happy? Are they going to find love? Do they need advice? This is the first time. I'm a bit anxious, but I know what I know, and I know what they want, and I'll do my best to ensure that they find love. Hopefully.
More like the Big Brother Naija show. If you guys remember, Big Brother used to call the housemates one after the other into the diary room. So that's basically what Auntie came to do. But this time around, the only difference is we get to see Auntie. They get to sit together in the lounge and just talk about life, talk about love, talk about their upbringing. I must tell you guys, some of the stories that they shared were actually very, very emotional. And in that moment, it actually just dawned on me that people go through stuff, just because they don't always come out to talk about it, or just because they wear makeup or they're just smiling, doesn't necessarily mean that they had the best upbringing, and that doesn't also necessarily mean that they're always happy every single time they smile. I don't know if you get what I'm saying, because I heard some of their stories and I was just like, wow, we all have our demons that we're fighting. For someone like Abby, you would not necessarily know that she went through a lot. Like, that's the problem. Do not judge a book by its cover. Just because it's glittery doesn't mean it's gold. And when she was talking to Auntie, she was like, oh, that she has this very strong wall around her that doesn't really make her just connect with people easily. It's more like she's still in her shells. It's really difficult for her to just express herself, and that's because of how she was brought up. For example, that her dad has never been there, that her dad left her mom while her mom was pregnant. And in fact, she also refers to her dad as dad. She actually calls her dad a sperm donor. That's how bad it is. Like, if a child ever refers to her dad or his dad as a sperm donor, that's the height. Okay, so it means that her dad was never there. She didn't really have a father figure, and that kind of affected her. It was really deep for me, because some of us have fathers, we have mothers who care about us, and we just take them for granted. So it's a season of love once again. Try and show love to your parents. I don't know why I'm now sounding like a motivational speaker. That's not why I came here. But sometimes let's just tell ourselves the truth. Just take out some time. Show love to your mom, show love to your dad. It goes a long way. Okay, just make them know that you care about them. Okay, now for someone like Chris is also fighting her own demons. When she was talking to Auntie, she mentioned the fact that some of her family people see her as an ogbanje. Now, for those of you who do not know what ogbanje is, it's more like calling someone a witch, or just someone who has been possessed by some kind of spirit, and they call her an ogbanje just because she's unmarried. I know that she's 35. I know that everybody would want her to get married. Obviously she wants to get married too, but the thing is, if she doesn't find a husband, is she going to marry herself? Sometimes these things need to actually be addressed, because why would you call a lady an ogbanje just because she's not married, and just because most of her siblings are married? It doesn't even make sense, and this has actually affected her self-esteem. She made that known yesterday to Auntie. She was like, oh, that this has really affected her self-esteem, and it's really bad. And it's not just Chris. There are a lot of people who are going through the same thing, and it's really deep. And I feel like this show is so relatable, because when they share their stories, it's something you can relate to, even if it's not happening to you directly. It's happening to someone that you know. For someone like Bolanle mentioned that she's from a polygamous family, and all she wants is to find love and just be really close to her husband and her kids. She actually wants to be friends with her kids, and that's a very good one, because these days what we have is parents who just give birth and just look for a nanny, and the nannies just take over their kids. kids. I'm not saying it's bad to have a nanny, but I'm also saying that you do not have to neglect your role as a mother or as a father just because you have a nanny. For me, I feel like no matter how busy your schedule is, no matter how important your meetings are, you need to make out time for family. You need to make out time for your husband or your wife and your kids. Okay, now for someone like Obichukwu, from what he said yesterday, I don't know how easy it will be for him to fall in love, because he told Auntie that he caught his girlfriend cheating on him red-handed. This one is not them say, like he caught her. And when things like this happen, we begin to ask ourselves, oh, why did the girl do this? Why are girls like this? Or why are guys like this? It's a general thing. So we also need to watch what we do to people, because sometimes our actions really affect other people, either negatively or positively. And of course, you do not want to be a negative influence on people. I feel like if you're not into the relationship, if you don't like the guy anymore, just tell him and move on. Yes, he will be hurt, but he will respect you afterwards, because rather than lie to him, you came up with the truth. And there was just a lot of emotional talk yesterday, and I was just like, Peter, I don't like listening to emotional things like this. Okay, so I took out my eyes. But point is, Auntie didn't really get to talk to all the love guests, so I'm guessing that they might continue today. I'm not sure, but whichever ways, I'm going to let you guys know what happens. Okay, moving on from that, Louis has finally told Teresa that he likes her. Like, he actually mentioned that to her. He told her straightforward, look babe, I like you. And I feel like that was a very bold step, because I told you people of the love triangle between Teresa, Louis and Ike, and the thing is almost like they take turns to be with Teresa. Whenever Teresa is with Ike, you would not find Louis there, and when Louis is with Teresa, you would not find Ike there. So it's almost like they've agreed, okay, Ike, you talk 1 hour, me I will talk the other 1 hour, and it's really funny. But then I also know that Louis mentioned to Teresa that he's going to choose her as his partner on Saturday, because they have this thing they'll do on Saturday where each of the love guests would have to choose their 3 favorite love guests, so you just pick out 3 names, and I'm guessing they have to write it out somewhere. It's not something they will voice out for the other housemates to know, because there's going to be a big announcement on Sunday where Auntie will then reveal the names that have been chosen by each of them, right? I feel like there's going to be other people there who would also come to the love pad with Auntie to make this big announcement, so let's watch out for that. So for this morning, they actually had pasta for breakfast after their normal workout and everything, and after they had eaten and a lot of people had left the dining table, it was remaining Louis and Jenny, and Louis was advising Jenny on what to make for lunch. I think she's in charge of lunch today, being Thursday. So Louis was asking her, oh, what would you make for lunch? And she was like, oh, maybe porridge jam. So Louis was like, oh, so for you to cook your porridge jam, you have to dice it, use a lot of crayfish, use enough pepper but not too hot, so that people who do not like pepper can still eat the meal without a lot of complaints. He was just putting her through, and I was like, see husband material, 50 yards. He even knows that you have to dice the yam, use crayfish, use pepper. And I like what he did this morning as well. After he advised her on how to make the lunch and everything, he also then tried to correct her from what she did the other time with David. I told you guys that she had a fight with David over a pack of juice, and Louis was like, oh, that's not how it should be. We're all here to find love, and I've not known you for so long, but I feel like you're a nice person and you shouldn't be talking to people like that. This is how you should have just gone about it. It was just a very nice chit chat kind of moment they had, and Jenny was actually listening. So let's hope that she turns a new leaf. Let's hope that she learns from her mistakes. So that's basically everything that has happened between yesterday and today. Like I said, not so much happened yesterday, and I just felt to bring that to you guys. I know I'm not all bubbly this morning because, guys, I had a rough day yesterday. In fact, there's no makeup today. I can't keep myself, because I've been doing makeup. Now people should not go and get used to it. I'm saying, better, why is there no makeup? It's when I feel like it. Okay, but the point is, I'm not really feeling myself today. I don't know what the problem is. I had a very busy day yesterday actually, so maybe that's why I'm just a little bit slow. I don't know if I would say slow, but anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to give me a very big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed, and yes, I'll definitely keep bringing you guys gist, but it's almost like I'll be bringing you gist of what happened the previous day, because I don't think it's possible for me to talk to you guys immediately it happens, but if I can, I'll do that. Other than that, I'll definitely bring the news to you guys one way or the other. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.